Hi, it's Beezy, and I'm doing a rambling on the path. And when I came in, I'll use it as a thumbnail picture. But when I came in this direction, the mountains and the water, it's perfectly calm right this moment, and it's been very blustery, perfectly calm, and the resonance of the birds singing and the mountain creek coming down, and there's a big stream behind us here. But the mirroring and the reflection of the landscape, the mountains and the snow through the pines and in the lake surface, and then the colors of the silty sand and various depths underneath the water was mirroring up in the sky. It was, well, very, very pretty and a lovely picture. But it really made me thinking of how we have things reflecting and mirroring to us all the time. And hey! And whether it's internal, so maybe the reflection and the mirroring is from within us, maybe it's in an echo of a conversation we just had, or something someone was just speaking about, whether they were right next to us or on a video or in something that's written or whatever it is. And I think I've noticed lately, and a good way to describe it is that we can, just like I stopped for a moment, I thought, the air, the warmth, the stillness, the quality, and the beautiful colors, and this mirroring, this reflection of the landscape in another part of the landscape, clear as a bell. And when I looked, at one section of it, or one part of the lake, or one part of the mountain to see, I was kind of curious at first, how much was reflected and mirrored, and how that was. But it's a wonderful metaphor, as so many things are, for we can take a moment and capture these reflections, capture these mirrorings. And it may be informative, it may just be a lovely moment that we're seeing some quality within ourselves mirrored back to ourselves that we may not have noticed, or we may not pay attention to, or we may not believe that quality is actually there and present in such a way that this simple little act of mirroring can show it to us. So it's a fun way just to play with. Again, nature has so much wisdom and information and guidance for us. And right now, the universe and nature and all that is of the organic state is giving us so much help and assistance and so much feedback and so many ideas and answers, solution energy. If we can, as we go through our day, whether it's just tree in the city or someplace more out in the wild like this, look at those reflections, look at those mirrorings. What are they sharing with us? What's the gift that they're giving? What's the affirmation or remembering and illumination for us? When you connect with it as a snapshot, as and you think just like you would the landscape, making a beautiful image and a moment that, freeze frames in time for you. There is, beyond the beauty of that and just the deliciousness of that, oftentimes in there are these wonderful gifts that are there for us. Have you ever have a favorite spot you're drawn to? Maybe even if you're just visiting someplace and you go or walk and you're there for a couple days or whatever, and you want to go see lots of different places, but you keep being drawn to that one space because there's something in there, in the energetic of the space, the trees. It's the energetic of the land. It's your soul connecting with you. It's your guides that are wanting to show you things and give you mirrorings and reflections. And when you play with it, just as an explorer, just as a creator for creation's sake and fun's sake and playing's sake, you notice all sorts of wonderful, delicious synchronicities and information and things that come forward. It's really very cool. It's very fun. You can even, just noticing and playing with it is a cool thing, and noticing your surroundings and appreciating you and who you are and where you are and what's going on in that moment for no other reason than it's a moment and you're alive and you're at this place and time where we're creating an entire new species, an entire new iteration of humans and beings and energetics and how we flow and create. And you can also play with it in a way that you can kind of set up little thoughts. Well, I wonder what this is, or what can I see here, or before you start on wherever your walk is, if you're stopping for a moment because you have an errand in town or something, and ask for these reflections, the things to reflect to you, things to mirror something to you in ways that will help you play with an idea or brainstorm or have solution energy or feel into something. Because everything is connected. Everything is connected. And everything wants to conspire to co-create with us. It really does. It really, really does. And that's where the magic happens and gets unlocked. And it's so fun. And when you're having a really hard day, it's so fun. When you're having a spectacular day, it's so fun. There's so many possibilities and nuances and subtleties, yes, but sometimes, boy, they're dramatic. And they're like these vivid images and reflectings to us and mirrorings to us. And there's a whole other conversation, but you can share back to the environment. You can share out. I spoke about this a little bit ago and in another video, I think it was the pergola video, but you can share out the new awareness of wisdoms and becomings within you and share it out to nature, to the all, for others to pick up as a mirroring, as a reflecting for them. We are all connected. And when we go into our hearts and step in, to all of who we are, which we have not tapped even one tiny shaving of that, the magic and the deliciousness and the fun and the creation is something we've never experienced, even in our most spectacular moments. This is gonna be really fun. Play with it. I love you.